All right, I'm here today with my buddy Ben. What are you gonna get today? Brand new toy?
You're gonna build me a brand new computer that I need upgrading for the last 10 years.
All right, he's got viruses and all kinds of crazy stuff going on in his old PC, so
How am I upgraded?
brand new. He's going from a DDR2 system to a DDR4. We get him an i5 6-core CPU today. All right, take you inside Microcenter and get our parts. So let's get a cart.
I'll get it.
Yeah, you're gonna need a big ass cart. Big cart. Yeah, he's getting a new computer case, CPU, motherboard. So let's go to computer cases first.
Let's spend that overtime money that I've been making.
Right, that OT. So our budget's gonna be around 1,000 or less, depending on whatever he decides. But we're gonna get him a good deal.
You really like that stuff, don't you?
Yeah, there we go. You have to build your own system.
Go in here.
Okay, so we're gonna pick out a case. All right, Ben. You got a.
I'll take care of it for you. There's a restroom right over here.
I'll be back.
All right. Got a whole selection here. A lot of Corsair stuff. Thermal Take, Cooler Master, NZXT, Fractal, Meshify. Really good prices. So wait till Ben gets back.
A few moments later.
All right, so we're looking for monitors. We got 32 or 27?
30. It's over there.
Okay.
32.
32 inch with HDMI, 1080p. Right now he's got a 23 inch with no HDMI. Excuse me? I'm gonna try to go through this way. What you got? Oh, nice one. LG on sale.
What do you think, huh?
$10 off.
170.
60 hertz, full HD, 1080, 1080p, LED backlit. Yeah. You like it?
I like it. Right, the big guy. Hey, yeah. Hey,
Oh, he's back.
To me, he said he connected to another thing.
It's okay. It looks blurry because it's put on a switch.
Oh, this is at 720 right now?
No, it's actually running at like below 1080, below
okay.
720p, but it's below 1080p, and we don't know why.
But you just did it though.
No, I did it. I'm just saying like it's just because of the switch.
Yeah, something about a splitter. I don't know. I have no idea. Here you go. Now check out the difference. You see?
There we go.
See how it's all clear like that?
Yeah, much better.
Yeah. So
Cool.
you go on your phone or something.
All right, so here's our cart full of stuff. And we did a bunch of price matching. So we got the Corsair Spec 02.
I've never done this before.
It's going to be a red and black case with 2 optical drive bays in the front. So we're
And then basically what you've done, you see this number.
it's basically this case in red,
Yeah.
This number right here is you just push this in.
but it's the Corsair version.
And then you just finish the survey.
So you might come
And we're going to add this USB 3 panel in the front, so you could have 2 additional. Comes with 2.
There you go.
With the Asus Prime H370 Plus motherboard. It's going to go with the 8400 CPU by Intel. i5. We got 16 gigabytes. DDR4. 2066. Seagate Fire CUDA. 2 terabyte. We're going to get the 970 Samsung solid state drive. That's a 500 gig boot drive. They have that up front, and then this is the heart of the system. 550 by Corsair. It's modular.
Okay. You video right now?
Yeah. So and then was your nice monitor right here?
No, that's the box. Come over here. Hey, see this monitor right here? This is gonna be in my house in a few hours. It'll be so nice. I'll be able to watch
Netflix,
movies, Netflix,
Hulu.
I'm gonna download some torrents, whatever you call it.
Yep.
Maybe just fall asleep watching training videos. My buddy Brandon here, we also go fishing together, but he also pretty smart with computers and all that stuff. So I asked him to build me a computer, and he did. We're at Microcenter,
Tustin.
120 in Tustin. Over here, all this new tower stuff, whatever this is, a new monitor. This is where the monitor's gonna be at. It's gonna be in my house. I'm gonna love it.
Got all the parts we need.
Yeah, all the parts you
Got
need.
that motherboard, we got power supply, we got memory, we got hard drives, solid state. So we're pretty much set. We got like 7 items
Check this
in the
out.
cart.
It's this is gonna be a Christmas present for myself because I had the old computer for like 10 years that Lilo sold me. It's completely dead. This is gonna be a whole
Rest in peace.
It's gonna be a whole new computer, and I can't wait to put it together.
All right. And by the way, tip guys, when you're shopping at Microcenter, they do price match with Newegg. So if you go online and you show them the prices, they will save you money. So I got $5 off on the power supply right there. And then we saved another $10 on the memory. So that's $15 there. And also when you buy the motherboard and the CPU together, you save $30. You get a bundle price.
And also, hey,
Discount.
all the guys here have been very, very helpful. I mean, whenever you're here, they ask you great customer service. So it's not like Walmart.
And no pressure.
No pressure.
They kind of guide you. And you just ask them questions.
Very helpful. I got a credit card. I got a free flash drive. I'm gonna save 5% off on everything. And I'm gonna have a brand new computer. All right.
All right, stay tuned. We're gonna get back to the house and put this together.
Great card.
All right, so we got the case, motherboard, power supply, RAM, solid state drive, new monitor, pretty much everything except for Windows. So I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna get Windows for like under $15. Don't pay full price. Normally it's like $100 for Windows 10. There we go. Check out. So I think everything's gonna come out to maybe $850 with tax. That's my guess. Because he's getting a discount. I just saved him $50 by price matching and getting the bundle deal. Then he's gonna get another 5%. So at least $100 savings. So that $100 pay for the monitor basically.
It looks like I still need to pick up your CPU.
Yeah, CPU and solid state drive. So we're almost out the door. It's almost yours.
I take that picture.
You're like, but first let me get a picture. What, your new cable? What's the damage?
997.
Wow,
He's
with the
good.
discount, you got 5%, right?
Yeah.
All right,
I gotta pay that off.
all right. 997. So good budgeting. He told me 1,000. I got 997,
Yeah.
right under the buzzer.
But then I saved some more because of this.
Credit card and bundle deals and all that. All right, good deal. All right, so we're out the door and we've just found this, so we gotta give it a rating. Press the button.
Green.
Me too.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I think
Microcenter. Case unboxed. Spec 02 by Corsair. It's a mid-tower. 2 USB 3.0s. 2 5.25-inch bay drives. There's a quick rundown of all the parts that are inside the case. Got 2 tool-free 5.25-inch bay drives. We're going to put the CD-ROM drive up top, and on the bottom it's going to go the USB 3.0 expansion. 2 more ports. 1 rear exhaust, dual intake LED fans, 140 mil. Got a hard drive tray, holds 3 hard drives, and up top here 2 SATA solid state drives. Got cutouts, no grommets this time for routing cables. There's all the front panel connectors, USB 3, HD audio, and then your power reset hard drive LED. And bottom mounted power supply goes right there. It's also dust filtered, and it also supports a 240mm radiator for the future. All right, let's unbox this motherboard. Okay, here's the motherboard. We got the Asus H370 Prime Plus. So just a quick rundown of features. 8th gen and 9th gen CPU support. Got 4 DIMM slots. We're going to use 2 of them. We're going to use the gray, these 2 channels here for 16 gigabytes. USB 3 up front here. 6 SATA connectors. Got 2 of them are right angle. USB 3 right here, and 2 USB 2s right there. Actually, this is the USB 3. This is the node connector, I think. PCI Express for a video card if we need it. IO shield. M.2 standoffs. I'll go ahead and install the M.2 standoffs and the Samsung 970 EVO. We had a power supply as well, CX550M. There's a 500 gig 970 EVO for boot drive. Got the IO shield installed. Snaps right in. Right here's 16 gigabytes of DDR4, 2666. It's going to go in these gray slots here for dual channel. Right, here's CPU, I5-8400. Just open the lever. I'm going to place it in the socket. It's installed. And we got the stock heatsink fan here from Intel. We're not overclocking, and you can't overclock this processor anyway, so stock Intel heatsink will do. It's basically going to go right there. We're going to reroute the cable for the fan, and the thermal paste is pre-applied. Perfect fit. No extra cable hanging out. Cooler is fully seated. Alright, I got these 5 1/4 bays open. I'm going to go ahead and put the 2 USB 3.0s and the DVD drive in. It's toolless, so what's cool about Corsair is that it's already unlocked. You just slide the drive in. Woo! All back already?
Dude.
Got it?
Bro, brand new, man. Look at you. Look at you.
Building.
Hey, look.
Oh, Ben's back. What do you got? Big Mouth Billy Bass, Christmas edition.
Dude, she tried to give me a sob story. I almost fell for it.
Oh man, try to get you to buy more?
No.
It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
There's a headphone this way?
No, it doesn't.
Not a chimney would care. With hope that old St. Nicholas would be there. 'Cause it's Christmas, my favorite time of the year. Yes, Christmas, Santa Claus will soon be here.
Okay, guys, so next part, we got the optical drives. The bays are open. Got the DVD writer and the USB 3.0 expansion. We got 2 more ports. It also acts as a hard drive sled. So if you want to add another hard drive up top, you can. So all you do is tool this with Corsair, push it in, and it locks automatically. We can get this next one in here. The long ass cable.
Wait, what are you doing?
This is your USB 3.0.
All right.
Right? Because you wanted 2 more ports in the front.
Yeah.
So we feed it through.
So you're gonna build this computer for me, huh?
That's what you wanted, right?
Yeah.
It's here.
Yes. Hey, check out my backsplash, man. It looks nice, huh?
Damn, you farting in the video too. No, we're gonna have to edit that out. Just kidding. Maybe I'll leave it in.
I didn't even know I had this.
All right, so motherboard, all that's going in the case. We're all set.
I love videos.
We making. Oh, what are you doing over there? Be farting over there too. All right, it's doing a transplant. Okay, we got the motherboard installed. Uses only 6 screws. Time for the hard drive. Here's the 2 terabyte Fire CUDA. It's going right here in the bottom sled. Easy, no tools. And the cable's just plugging right here. All right, we got the CX550 semi-modular power supply. The 24 pin and the 8 pin CPU already come connected. And the only thing we're going to use is one SATA connection. So we have one optical up here and one hard drive down there. And for the boot device, it's using M.2, so it plugs straight to the board. No cables required. It's going to be a pretty clean setup. Since we have a dust filter down here, we're going to put the fan facing down. That's it, just 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, let's do all the wiring. Alright, everything's all wired up as best I could. There's a lot of cables going everywhere. We got extra USB 3, so it's kind of hard to hide the blue cables, but it's pretty clean down here on the bottom. We only got 2 SATAs going into the ports. There's the M.2 drive, so that's 2 less cables there. We got SATA cables for the hard drive. Let's check out the back. Back, it's always a little sloppy, but I try to use some zip ties here. Try to tuck the cables down here at the bottom under the cage, and then zip tie those to the cage. Try to keep it free from the door. Alright, I just put the back door on. I got it as clean as I could. There's just a lot of big cables here, and the USB 3 cable is really thick because you got 2 cords, so it's really hard to coil it and get it tucked behind there. I had to make a big loop here. HD audio is running under the front panel and the USB 3, and then for some reason this case right here, this is the Spec 2 from Corsair. I think it's designed mostly for micro ATX because the roof is kind of short. So you're probably wondering why the CPU cable is running through the roof right there instead of through the back of the motherboard tray. This is why. Well, there was a hole cut out in the back, but it's actually, the roof is too short for the cable to fit through the top left corner, so I couldn't come up over the top of the motherboard. So I had to basically go down through here and then up the back through this grommet and then over the top of the RAM. And luckily there was 2 mounting points for the radiator that we're not using, and I just zip tied it to hold it in place over the CPU connector. So a little design flaw. They need to make the roof about 1.5 inches taller, so that way we could use the cutout that's in the back of the board. Usually PC building, we're kind of superstitious. We think that if we put the door on before we boot it up, that it may not start. So
I did all by myself.
well, he supplied the funds for this project. So this is his brand new Corsair Asus Super Monster. So we're gonna plug this in the monitor right now. Hopefully we get a little post, and we're going to the BIOS and load Windows. Okay, everything's installed. You can see we got power to the motherboard. 2 orange lights on the PCI lanes are up. Moment of truth. Hope he doesn't get electrocuted.
All right, so you ready now?
Yeah.
All right.
But 2 hours in the making, at least.
2 hours. He did all himself. I just helped out a little bit. This is probably the most nice looking computer I ever had. My first one in 10 years that he built himself, that I kind of recommend the parts. First time turning it on. Let's see here. Woo! I spent about $950 on everything. The monitor.
With tax, right?
Taxes and everything. You ready?
Are you ready? Ooh, we got lights. Let go. Let go. Okay. That fan's making some...
Quiet, huh?
I don't know why that fan's making noise. Maybe it's just breaking in.
That's a noise.
Oh, it's this hitting the cable right there. We'll fix that after.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, don't touch it. Okay, so we got that.
The fan blow out this way? Or?
Okay, we got the BIOS is up.
Ooh, I like the red, man.
We got the red LED fans. All right, all inside, real clean. Decent job with the cabling. So we got 2 inputs, 2 intakes, and 1 exhaust. Let's see, we got CPU running at 26 degrees, really cold.
Are you serious?
24. Okay, we got our fan spinning. So right here, you got it monitors that. So your CPU
Are you
fan.
crazy?
So you can see if your fans are working
So it's
right
like
here.
a camera in here, huh?
It's all like this is your control.
Wow.
For everything.
So my old computer was kind of like a little Timex watch.
Yeah, because
Compared to
look,
this smart
your
watch.
mouse, you can control everything from here.
Oh,
So you can see all your stats. Your processor, 8400 CPU, 2.8 gigahertz. You got your memory, and you got 16 gigabytes. Remember, you opted for 16 gigs. The time and date we'll set later. I'm going to go ahead and install Windows. Stay tuned.
All right.
Officially time to brand it. It's the Core i5 8th Gen. And GSKill memory. You fix that rattling, move that cable down. Okay, we're all powered on. Windows just got installed. Windows 10 Home. Got an 8400 CPU, 2.8 gigahertz, 16 gigs of RAM. Everything looks good. I didn't put a password because he's going to set that up later. And we're going to install drivers and everything else. Alright, we got it installed in the office. It's all plugged in, all lit up. Got dual monitors going on. So first thing you want to do when you get a new computer, we activated Windows. Now we got the Asus drivers going. This is easy update. It's really the easiest way. Just plug in the internet, install AI Suite 3, and then it will automatically update all your drivers. So we're getting the chipset driver, the audio driver, and then the LAN driver. And then if you go down here to Intel graphics settings, this is where you control your display settings. So you can go in here and we set it up for 1080p, and then on the bottom, I think here, multiple displays. we're doing extended desktop. So whatever I open on this side, I can actually drag it to the second screen over here. So you could do like 2 monitors at once off of the onboard graphics. So it's pretty cool. So we're just doing software driver updates and getting him all set up. And I also installed his second hard drive. So down here he's got 2 terabyte secondary drive. So this is his boot drive, which is around 500 gigs for Windows, and then secondary storage. I'm gonna leave that blank so he can put whatever. And then he also uses like external solid state drives. So here's one that's USB 3 as well. So that's why we decided to do the upgrade in the front panel. So you can put USB 3 in any of those. So all the front panels are USB 3.0, no more 2.0. Other than that, it took about 2 hours to get everything installed in the case and all the wire management and everything booted up. And the Windows install was pretty quick, about 15 to 20 minutes to get up and running. Alright, thanks for watching this episode of Brandon's Outdoor Channel. I know this is not outdoors, but I build PCs for fun, for friends, for gaming, video editing, and I use the PC that I just built last week to upload YouTube videos for you guys. So hope you guys learned something, enjoyed it. Definitely, if you're gonna build a new computer, I recommend Microcenter if you're in SoCal, or you could buy your parts at Newegg or Amazon. It's not difficult, it just takes time. I would say just time planning all the parts that you want to get, and then just going out and getting the parts for a good deal. You know, try to get bundles like Microcenter. They give us about $50 off just for buying like the motherboard and the CPU together. Plus they were price matching like the memory and a couple other parts. And then with the credit card we got 5% off. So whole system, new tower, i5-8400, 16 gigs of memory, and a solid state drive for booting, and a secondary hard drive, plus the 32-inch monitor. Came out to $997. So since we went with Corsair case, I like Corsair stuff. Picked out a nice desktop background for him to start with. As far as programs, I didn't load too many. Just using CPU-Z right now. I made sure the CPU and RAM was running at the right speed. With the i5-8400, speed stepping down to 800 megahertz, and then let's get the main board here. Asus Prime H370 Plus. Newest BIOS has been updated. Version 0904. And I got 16 gigabytes of 2666 double data rate. So 1333 times 2. Onboard graphics. There's all 6 cores there. Here's AI Suite. There's 3.8 gigahertz. Core voltage is auto. CPU is at 31 Celsius. And I got 4 fans, 1 for CPU and 3 for chassis. So everything's running as normal. Running the stock cooler. It's not an unlocked processor, so since we're not overclocking, the stock 8400 runs fine, just with the cooler that came with it. Here's Windows Task Manager. CPU is reading here properly, 8400 CPU, 6 cores. There's all 6 individual cores. No hyper threading. Memory. $16 gigs. Speed of 2666.
2 hours later.
I think you're about to be amazed with your new system.
Really? All right. Show me. Amaze me. Oh, wow.
It's all installed. Got 2 monitors.
I'm amazed.
Press the space bar.
Dude, hey, it's red. Matches my chair. Oh,
Bam! See, I was about to leave the house and I left you a note, like little instructions.
oh, hey, look at this. Been updated window to the latest version. All drivers installed. Speakers. Hey, do they all work? All
Just 2. So your speakers are 5-channel, but you only have a 2-channel setup. Like your sound card, your computer only supports 2 speakers.
Is that what this computer also?
Yeah, but if you want to add like a 5.1 surround sound card, you can add one later.
So that's why it didn't work.
Yeah, because you need to plug in all the speakers, but you don't have all the inputs, so you only have 2. So we can do that later, but now you got sound. So I tested everything. USB is working, front and back, all 4. Your DVD works.
Can I save this notepad here?
I already saved it.
You did it?
I saved that one. You can close the note.
Close this.
So close that.
Oh.
Here,
Save
hit
it.
save, hit save.
Hit save.
Yeah, so now
It's quick.
you got an extended desktop. So open up a window here for the internet.
This?
Yeah.
What about Google Chrome?
You can drag it from here to there. You can move it. Oh, top. Grab the top.
Oh, okay.
Boom. And then open another tab.
Which is this old plus thing.
Plus, yeah. And you can drag that one over here. And just get the tab itself.
Just the there.
The tab, yeah. And then move it over here.
Okay.
So you can have 2 windows open.
Dude, okay. I'll be up all night playing around. How do I set Google Chrome as my default?
Okay, so you're going to just go to Chrome. Here, go web search. Go Chrome. If that's what you use, so you go to Chrome and enter.
Thanks, buddy.
Hit web search. There you go. So now you
This
can
right
go
here?
Google Chrome right here.
You gotta download it.
Yeah, you just download it. I didn't add any like other software, just the default stuff.
So I gotta do this.
Hit accept and install. Right there. And then run on the bottom.
You always do that.
Yeah. And then we'll just add whatever
Did
programs you want.
Did you do my printer?
I forgot. Well, we'll set up the printer. Hit yes. I did plug it in the back though. Yeah, it's plugged in.
So it should work.
I just gotta set it up and set up the driver.
All right. You gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we are booting up. See how fast it goes. Bam. You're already at the desktop.
What, a second?
Yeah, and since you have no password, it's gonna automatically log in.